So we are back from ATOMBerlin, the largest ATOMXYZ event of the year. I'm sitting here with Adam from Akash. So yeah, how are you doing, Adam? Happy to have you in Berlin.
Well, I'm jet lagged, but no worse for the wear.
Yeah, but yeah, glad that you made it, and obviously looking forward to meet you tomorrow again. A big Cosmos week is on the horizon here in Berlin. So yeah, could you quickly explain to us what you're doing at Akash nowadays?
Um, well, I basically do everything there. You know, if it wasn't for me, there would be no Akash.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. No. So I head up community for Akash, or technically Overclock Labs, the founders and creators of the Akash Network. So everything from sponsoring events such as your wonderful event here today, to hosting our own events online and in person, to building our community. That's what I do.
Nice. Yeah, and there are a lot of events these days, so I guess you're very
Lots of
busy.
events. Yeah, a lot.
But yeah, let's zoom out a little bit, and for the five cosmonauts who maybe didn't get the message yet, what is Akash? I mean, you're one of the oldest Cosmos projects essentially.
OG.
So yeah, very OG. So could you very plainly explain to us what you guys are building?
Oh man, I was hoping you could tell me. Lost track. So in short, Akash is a marketplace for cloud compute. So from anything, running workloads from anything from your website to future AI. Right now we have a GPU testnet going on right now. We're hoping to go mainnet within the next month or so. So hopefully someday you'll see Akash network running ChatGPT.
Oh, that would be I think that would be very cool because and we will dive deeper into the real world application aspect in a second. But yeah, you just mentioned that Akash is one of the OG Cosmos projects. You were one of the first projects I associated with the Cosmos before even being active in the Cosmos ecosystem. But yeah, I think what's important to know here is what has been your focus in the past 1 or 2 years. I mean, we have seen this full run hype and everything. So where are you now, and what has been the focus in the past years?
For sure. So at the beginning of this year, we open sourced everything. Up until the beginning of this year, 2023, a lot of the features, functions, mainnet launches were all done mostly in-house by Overclock Labs. And we realized that there were so many community members contributing fantastic things. Why aren't we really harnessing that and utilizing that and supporting those individuals that were helping build on top of Akash? Not just deploying workloads, but actually helping build the framework for what Akash is. So we open sourced everything. And we took kind of a similar model to what Kubernetes has done, where they have special interest groups and working groups. And basically we have numerous special interest groups that are focused on different aspects of the network, from tokenomics to community to client side to GPUs. And we hold monthly meetings with the community where alongside them we define what is important to Akash, its current life, what's going on within the Akash network right now. We've held multiple meetings, and that's kind of how GPUs actually became a thing. We held meetings, and the community said, with AI exploding like it is right now, it's important Akash kind of grabs a piece of that and has a decentralized version of what the big traditional cloud providers have to offer. So that's kind of been our main focus, I would say, over the past, since the beginning of the year. And that's what kind of the future of Akash looks like, really a community-owned project, which is kind of unique and cool. So it's essentially a DAO, but not a DAO, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and let's dive a little bit deeper into what you have also said with AI. So you also hosted a panel here about real-world applications powered by Web3. So my question is very direct. So I mean, in Cosmos, a lot of projects right now are struggling to attract users and really keep them. So we had all of these EVM copycats in the Cosmos. People drained all of the liquidity pools, and the bull run was over. No money was there to take, so everyone left, and yeah, went back to the bank, so to say. So, in your opinion, what will onboard the next big wave of real and new users to Cosmos and the general crypto landscape?
Wow, it's a big question. I think you'd get different questions from everyone else you'd ask within the Cosmos space or within any kind of chain, honestly. I'm going to take kind of a community perspective on it, and I really do think it comes down to what is the project that you're focused on doing to support, educate, and inspire your community. And for me, I look at it as from two pillars to any good community building project or community building program within a project. One is you have to have some sort of personal development. Like, what are you doing to help educate people to become a better versions of themselves. That can be something simple that's maybe outside of your project, from hosting a wellness clinic for your community members, like how do you unplug from the daily grind of crypto, to getting together and just hosting a meetup where you don't even talk crypto, you just grab drinks and talk about sports. So you need to have some sort of element of community building as a part of that. It's one pillar, but you also need the professional development side. What are you doing to educate individuals to become a better version of themselves professionally? So that could be anything from teaching people the basics of crypto economics to development to business development, and then giving people the tools to go and reach the next stage in their professional careers. If you can do those two things, you're going to be really, really well off within any project that you're building, whether it's Web 2 or especially Web 3.
Yeah, I mean, you talked from experience. So my last question actually for today is like also like how important are like also like these events in terms of like community involvement, and yeah, I mean like we crypto folks, we travel around the world to attend these events, and yeah, some people behind the screens like think that they are not important. So what are your thoughts on like events like, for example, ATOMBerlin, but also like Hackwarsm and all of these events that are coming?
It's nuanced, right? So I've been dating myself, I've been doing kind of community management, community building for about 10 years now in the Web 2 space, now in Web 3 for the past 5 years. And I would say that these are quintessentially important to any project that you're a part of, like getting involved in the community. I was actually talking with my wife on the way here. We were talking about the panel, some of the questions I want to bring up, and I was thinking about Shark Tank. And if you ever watch Shark Tank, watch Shark Tank, those entrepreneurs are grinders, right? They get out there and they go to their small businesses in the local area and introduce themselves in a one-on-one manner. And that happens face-to-face in real life. And I think it's something we sometimes forget in the tech space, that there's a whole world outside of the computer. And if you can meet with someone and introduce who you are, what your product does, where you live, what you're interested in personally, build that relationship with them, I think you're going to get someone in your back pocket that's going to be a cheerleader for you long term, right? So I think these types of events where you bring people together within a space or on a certain subject is maybe one of the most important things you can do for the community and the ecosystem. So snaps to you guys.
Thanks. So you enjoyed ATOMBerlin, I hope so?
I didn't like it at all. No, it was terrible. No, fantastic. It was great. Thank you for having me on the panel. I thought that was fantastic. I'm definitely excited for Cosmoverse. It's going to be a big one. So you guys, good luck on that. But you're going to kill it. I'm not worried about it. So absolutely a fantastic event.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much for traveling to Berlin for all of this, and see you in Istanbul at latest.
Sounds good.
Yeah.